Hello everyone, I'm Kyle with Legacy Blueprint Company. Before you choose an ADU or house plan, there are a few critical things you should think about first. These are the issues I see cause the most problems: delays, redesigns, and unexpected costs. And there are things a lot of people don't hear about until it's too late. So whether you're building an ADU, small home, or even a full-size house, this video will help you avoid some expensive mistakes. First, I want to talk about easements. Most properties have easements, and very often they run along the rear property line where the utilities are located. You usually can't build in them. Another easement that's commonly encountered is a side yard drainage easement. Never assume you know where your property lines or easements are. Always hire a surveyor. They're one of the cheapest forms of insurance you can buy, and it can save you from redesigning everything later, having to request a variance after the fact, or worst case, even having to tear down something that you've already invested in. Next thing is zoning. The good news is that most jurisdictions now allow ADUs in some form. The bad news is that these rules can vary a lot. Zoning controls things like the use, the size, the height, parking, sometimes even the exterior appearance, especially if you're in an HOA. Always check with your HOA regulations. Always check with your local zoning office early before you lock into a design. I've dealt with jurisdictions that only allow ADUs in certain neighborhoods. I've seen towns that allow them everywhere. Some will allow them up to 50% the size of the main dwelling, and there are others that allow multiple ADUs on one lot. The bottom line is there's no one-size-fits-all policy. An early trip to your local zoning or planning department can save you a lot of heartache down the road. And no matter what you do, never take your buddy's word for it. Always verify with your local jurisdiction. Another closely related topic is building setbacks. 5 feet from the property line is common, but it's not universal. Some areas require more, some allow less. Don't guess. A quick call or email to the zoning department can prevent you from choosing a plan that simply won't fit on your lot. Fire separation distance is another big one. The building code typically references 5 feet from the property line, but many jurisdictions reduce that to 3 feet for residential dwellings. This affects wall construction, window placement, roof overhangs, fire ratings. It's something that needs to be considered before you settle on a floor plan. Also keep in mind that fire separation distance under the building code, it's not the same as the zoning setbacks. The two are often not aligned. You may have zoning that allows for a 0-foot setback, but the building code still places limitations on your openings, your overhangs, and your firewall ratings. This is one of the reasons it's important to build a team of experienced professionals who understand how these rules interact with each other. Next, one of the big things to consider are the utilities and the site constraints. Where sewer, water, gas, and power are located can influence where an ADU can go and how expensive it is to build. Slope, drainage, and access also matter. A great plan on paper can become very expensive on a difficult site. Do you have room for the materials? Can you get a concrete truck to your site? Will you need to rent a pump? Are your existing water and electrical meters large enough to serve an additional dwelling unit? If new services are required, those costs can add up very quickly. Whether your water line is on your side of the street or if you need to bore under the road, that can add thousands of dollars to your project. Soil conditions are another often overlooked area. Some soils require engineered foundations, which can add cost quickly. If you're unsure, talk to a local contractor or engineer early on, not after the plans are finalized. Many jurisdictions allow for standard prescriptive foundations, but on the West and East Coast, engineering is often required, and it's becoming more common everywhere else too. One of my personal favorite things to do is work with a company that does complete post-tension foundations. If you can find one like we have here locally that provides the engineering, inspections, they'll set the form, and even finish the concrete, it's great insurance. That way there's no finger pointing in the case that a problem does come up. This next part is extremely important. Before you lock down the final design, start with concept plans and take them to your banker or lender. Find out what you can realistically afford. Don't rely on your designer to establish your budget. At the same time, get bids from contractors. Get multiple bids. If a price sounds too good to be true, it probably is. A lot of contractors guess, especially early on, and guessing almost always leads to cost overruns. Choose a contractor based on proven experience, not just price. Verify past successful projects. Ask for reference. Talk to their recent client. A good contractor should also help guide you through permitting and zoning. Once you have a realistic construction cost and confirmation from your banker, then you can lock down the final design. You don't want to commit to plans only to find out later that you can't afford to build them. If you're looking for plans or estimates, stock plans like the ones I sell on Etsy, they're a great place to start. They help you understand the layouts, the pricing, the feasibility. From there, you can work with us or a local designer to refine the details for your lot and jurisdiction. One thing that separates our plans from many others online, they're not AI generated. They're designed by me. I'm an experienced builder and professional plan reviewer with over 30 years of real-world permitting and inspection experience behind them. The goal isn't just to buy plans, it's to help you build successfully. If you have more questions before choosing a plan, ask them early and often. Feel free to message me or leave a comment below. It's always cheaper to get answers before construction starts, and there's no such thing as a bad question until it's too late. Follow us for more videos as I dive deeper into the topics covered here and many more. Thanks for watching and have a great day.